think that there are so many artists throughout history that while they were alive, their art was not seen as valuable? And after they passed on, their art is rediscovered and seen as incredibly valuable and incredibly priceless. Why do you think that is? Welcome to my third episode of IYGPL, also known as If It Falls in Your Garden, Plant It, where I talk about my pet peeves with various things on the internet or just things in general. Today's episode, I am going to be talking about why AI art is worthless garbage. Hello, I'm back again, talking about how much I can't stand AI and how much it's like completely and utter guttural trash. So, my first point. I think a lot of people understand why most artists think that AI is garbage. I mean, come on, like, I am an artist. What do you expect? I spent a lot of time working on my VTuber model, and look, it may not be the best, and I'm doing my best, and that's what matters to me, okay? What matters is doing your best, not making mass-produced trash. And that's what AI art is, by the way. When there is an abundance of a product or a thing, it tends to be more cheap, okay? AI is that mass-produced thing that has been mass-produced, and the demand for it is just like, I guess. I play with AI art. If you were to put AI art and real art next to each other, you could tell what was made with passion, with something that has a soul, with someone that has a soul. And you can tell what was made by a machine. A machine that has no interest, that has no love, no passion, or just anything in general that makes it like a good thing, okay? It's garbage. It's why, like, okay, I'm gonna say this because I've been thinking about this a while, okay? Why do you think that there are so many artists throughout history that while they were alive, their art was not seen as valuable and they weren't bought from a lot, or they weren't cherished a lot with regarded to their work? They weren't sought after, and after they passed on, their art is rediscovered and seen as incredibly valuable and incredibly priceless. Why do you think that is? One of my favorite artists of all time, Vincent van Gogh, okay? He only sold, like, I think it was 2 paintings in his entire life. I'm not sure. I think it was either 2 or 1. I don't remember. All I know is he didn't sell very much paintings in his entire lifetime. Okay, he has beautiful impressionistic work, really beautiful impressionistic work, but the people of his time did not appreciate the things that he created, and they did not care until the day that he died, and then everyone showed up and was like, oh my god, I'm gonna take his artwork at his wake. You know, Vincent van Gogh's work was sought after long after he had passed. And you know what I find like really interesting? I've seen some of this AI mass-produced garbage, and I've seen some that has been like clearly fed on his work, very obviously fed on his work, and you could tell which one actually had a human's love behind it and what didn't. And I don't know, there's something about like looking at stuff that is just soulless that is just like an ick for me. Like, it makes me want to just like you know, like vomit, because it's not good. And it's a waste of resources, which is my next point. AI is such a waste of resources. It uses up so much water, so much electricity, so much oxygen. It takes so much. And what is it doing? It's doing nothing with it. It's giving nothing. There is nothing there. Just pick up a pencil. Like, it's not that hard. Just pick it up. Do it. You are probably going to be using less power learning to like build a skill for yourself instead of pussyfooting around it and like just like making garbage. You're turning the world into a garbage dump, literally, quite literally and visually. When I think of the amount of resources that are wasted where with regards to AI generation and these things that a lot of these, well, AI bros will tend to just worship and glaze and lick and like whatever, it makes me pretty sad for them, because, well, it's very obvious that they are the type of people that used to be like, you're lame because you're an artist when you're a kid, or they're like the people that wish that they could draw but just gave up on themselves. And I feel like part of that is just really pathetic to me. And like I can empathize with their plight, but I cannot agree with the things with their morality, because you're taking water, precious water and precious resources that could be redistributed to people who are actually in need of it, or to, just the common man. And a lot of these tech billionaires that are enforcing and creating these things, they don't give a damn about any of us, and they certainly don't give a damn about you either. I'm not in a place where there are like one of these big tech data centers, like these AI data centers, and I'm not there to actually witness the just levels of pollution and unpleasantness that comes from being near one of them. But I can absolutely empathize with the people that have to deal with it. I know there are a lot of cases in America right now that they are dealing with the ramifications of the mass use of AI, and also the use of their resources, and they're having their quality of life drastically decrease because of the bullshittery of billionaires. Well, that's a whole talk in of itself. I I could yap about that one forever. My last point is AI art is forgettable and uninspired. And when I say AI art is forgettable and uninspired, what I say is something that when I see an AI, something that was made with AI that's supposed to be a piece of art, I'm less likely to remember it than if I was just scrolling and if I scroll past an AI slop art piece of art and I also scroll past a real piece of art, I'm likely going to remember the real piece of art more than whatever garbage that was generated out of the machine. And look, even though these things have been getting more advanced with their generation, it still has that soulless quality to it, and I could feel it when I look at it. So that's just me. I just feel like it's uninspired and really forgettable. It might not be that case for you though, so feel free to say however you feel in the comments. I am curious as to what you think about this, dear viewer. And if you're new here, hi. And if you're an AI bro, yeah, well, you're not welcome here. But hi, also, I guess. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.